So first, on behalf of Lauren Isley Society, I want to welcome each and every one of you for joining with us this afternoon or morning, depending on where you're joining us from. I am really looking forward to John's presentation. Many of you who are tuning in are aware that John, through his many actions, has created a musical dramatization of Lauren Isley's beloved essay, The Star Thrower. And he will speak to us today about the Star Thrower essay and why it has been so compelling for him and how and why he came to set it to music. But let me begin by sharing with you some of John's own background. Like Isley, John has had a long lifetime passion for both the sciences and the arts. He is the president and founder of 3 unique nonprofits linking the arts and sciences. They are Associated Solo Artists, established in 1972, Creative Leaps International, established in 1992, and the Renaissance Center for Knowledge, Integration, Interdisciplinary Thinking, and Advanced Applications of Imagination. Wow, that's a mouthful. Established in 2018 with funding support from the Carnegie Corporation of New York and its president, Dr. Barton Gregorian, who for many years served as John's inspiring mentor. John trained in biology and physics at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and first read Isley in the 1970s as he was developing and teaching courses in astronomy, geology, ecology, and the environment, as well as his signature course in Thinking and Perceiving, a topic that was to become one of the linchpins of John's work for decades to come. John loved the sciences and especially loved the humanity and philosophic depth that Isley brought to everything he wrote. John's passion for the arts took the form of music, poetry, literature, and even as he was still teaching in the sciences, John found himself lured to the Lincoln Center in New York City by a scout from the Metropolitan Opera who had heard John testing out his singing voice in a practice concert, singing excerpts from the famous operas Pagliacci and Rigoletto. The scout was astonished to learn that John had never studied before and made him an offer he could not refuse, to come to the Met, meet the great singers and coaches there, and consider studying full-time on full scholarship at the famous Manhattan and Juilliard schools of music. John decided to accept the offer, and within a couple of years was winning opera singing competitions in Italy and across the United States. The opera experts said that John's baritone voice had a rare Southern Italian color, ideal for singing Verdi and Puccini, and he was invited to Italy to study with the great maestro Ettore Campogalliani. I hope I pronounced that correctly, who was also Pavarotti's teacher. John jumped at this opportunity, made his way to Italy, and studied daily with the great maestro in his home. While there, the maestro presented John in a debut concert at the prestigious Amici della Lyrica. Wow, I hope I said that one right. Where years earlier, Pavarotti had also made his own debut. A few weeks later, John won the coveted prize for baritone at the International Verdi competition in Verdi's hometown of Busseto, which after Maestro Campogalliani told John it was time for him to go back to New York and to meet Pavarotti. Perhaps John will tell us what that was like a little later. He's told me the story, and I think Pavarotti's reputation is well deserved. as a result of his stories. The next year, John entered and won Pavarotti's own international singing competition, as his prize was given the opportunity to sing opposite Pavarotti himself in a performance of La Boheme at the Academy of Music in Philadelphia. John's opera singing career was beginning to take off. So, John, welcome to the Isley Public Forum. That's really quite a resume and a journey for you. Maybe your own immense journey. Most interesting and most fascinating to me. And today, John will explain how he decided to make an opera out of the Star Thrower, or a musical dramatization, as you would call it. And so it is with my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce John Cimino.